acting better than me. At least you're acting better than me, because I would have crashed out. I'm all for crashing out. Crash out. Crash out. Welcome to another episode of CWA, aka Chilling with Ariane, where I'm your host, Ariane, clearly, because there's no one else here, unless there is. Hang on, I'm just fucking with y'all. It's just me. It's just me. Hi. Welcome if this is your first time ever watching it. Thank you for coming to CWA. CWA is just a little segment that I do on Yap Sets where you get to see more of me. You get to see vlogs, you get to see gaming content. Every now and then we do some Am I the Asshole, and you might even get some baking content soon. So yeah, it's just my little corner of the world, letting you into little pieces of my life. So welcome. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. We love when you engage with our content. It's very motivating, you know? If it's your first time coming over to Yap Sets, you're in for a special treat because Yap Sets will be doing a December takeover. No, I know you're wondering, what the fuck is a December takeover? Well, December takeover is we're going to be posting every single day. We're going to have content for you, from CWA videos to some Yap Sets podcast episode, and you might even get a couple special Silver Corn episodes. So yeah, we're going to be posting every day until December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. Okay, y'all, so now that I explained all of that, let's get into this content. Now, I know you see by that title, we finna get into some Am I the Assholes, but not just any Am I the Asshole. We finna get into family drama because it's the holiday season. Y'all know when you got family, especially a big family, it's always a little mess. It's always a little tea. So we finna get into some Am I the Asshole family drama. If y'all hear people in the background, it's because I'm home. As y'all can see, the setup is different because I'm home. And I have a billion siblings. Okay, let's get into the video. Hey y'all, so let's get into this Am I the Asshole. Now you know I got my wine. Y'all better get y'all wine glasses, get a little something to sip on so we can be messy. If you are underage, do not get you some wine, baby girl. Get you some sparkling cider. Get you a little something so we can sip on something, be a little messy, get your snacks. We about to get into this tea, okay? Okay. Y'all, yes, I got this little Bratz cup. This is not mine. This is so cute. It's my sister's. If Liza, you watching this, hey girl, I got your mug. I got your mug. I got your mug, bitch. This is peach sangria. It's actually pretty good. It's also 12 o'clock. Is that too early to be drinking wine? If so, mind your business. Mind your business. Okay. Now, I'm the judge of this. In a court of law, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So we're gonna read the tea. We're not gonna prejudge. We might prejudge a little bit, but we're gonna read the tea before we deem them the asshole or not. Okay, here's the first one. Am I the asshole for ruining family? I'm gonna cut that. Am I the asshole for ruining Thanksgiving after my mother-in-law told everybody about my miscarriage? 32F. I spent Thanksgiving with my in-laws, and it was one of the most upsetting days of my life. My husband and I have been trying for a baby for around 3 years. Last year, I got pregnant and miscarried twice. It was devastating, and my greatest fear is that I'll never be able to have a child with my husband. In October, I found out I was pregnant for the first time. We were thrilled, but also cautious because of the history with miscarriages. Originally, the plan was to keep it between us until I made it to the second trimester. Unfortunately, I had a well-intentioned yet nosy mother-in-law. We were at dinner one night with my in-laws, and my mother-in-law noticed I wasn't drinking. My mother-in-law asked if I was pregnant, and I'm horrible at hiding my emotions, so my reaction to her question gave it away. I admitted that I was pregnant, but explained that we're very cautious and want to keep it private until I made it to second trimester. My father-in-law and mother-in-law said they understood and agreed to keep it between us. Sadly, I miscarried around a week ago. Aww. And I was crushed. It's been terrible, but I'm trying to stay busy to keep my mind off of it. Initially, I wanted to skip Thanksgiving, but I wanted my husband to see his family, and I thought it might lift my spirit to be surrounded by loved ones. I wanted to tell my mother-in-law about my miscarriage in person since it felt strange talking to her about it over the phone. But she wasn't free to see me this week. My plan was to talk to her the day after Thanksgiving when we could have a moment alone. Almost immediately after we arrived in my in-laws' house, my mother-in-law's sister hugged me and congratulated me on my pregnancy. Huh? Alright. I was shocked since my mother-in-law agreed not to tell anyone. I considered saying thank you to not draw attention to myself and put a damper on the night. But I couldn't hide my emotions and told her I had a miscarriage. She hugged me and apologized for my loss. A few minutes later, my sister-in-law came over to us and Craig. So she was just telling everybody. She was just walking around telling everybody your business. I hate that for you. Sorry, I hate that for you. I gotta find where I was even at, y'all. I'm yapping. My mother-in-law said she told her sister and daughter, which was suspected in the situation since she was so excited. I was furious but didn't have the energy to argue about it. So I said we should talk about it later and enjoy the holiday. I left my mother-in-law and went to socialize with the other relatives. When it was time to eat, my mother-in-law stood up to give the blessing. She started to talk but then got emotional and began to cry. She asked the family to keep me in her thoughts and prayer since I recently miscarried. Y'all, I'm sorry. She gonna piss me off. She gonna okay. So I don't even want to keep reading this. She's pissing me off. She added that I miscarried twice before and it's been an emotional experience for everyone. I only told my mother-in-law and father-in-law about their previous miscarriage, so she was once again broadcasting my personal medical information. My mother-in-law started talking directly to me and said she knows I get through this and that I'll make an amazing mom someday. I couldn't control my emotions and started sobbing in front of the entire family. I was crying so hard that I practically choked on my tears and I couldn't catch my breath. My husband was furious and asked his mom why she thought it was appropriate to tell people about the pregnancy and my miscarriage. My mother-in-law responded by saying she loves us so much and was just very excited to be a grandmom. With respect to the miscarriage, she said we deserve the family love and support during this difficult time. My husband announced we were leaving and we left before the turkey was even served. I cried myself to sleep and woke up horrible. This morning, my mother-in-law showed up at my house and unannounced. She said she wanted to talk to us about what happened. My husband was still fuming and I told him to let me speak to his mom privately to avoid another fight. I was still upset about what happened, but I wanted to make peace and was willing to accept her apology since the situation has been hard on everyone. My mother-in-law sat down together and instead of apologizing, she lectured me about how I should have told her about the miscarriage before sharing the news with other relatives. She said it was hard to hear the news from her sister when she was looking forward to a happy Thanksgiving. She was also upset that I dropped this horrible news at dinner and that I should have found a way to tell her about before the holidays, even if it was over the phone. She also said that if I was still so emotional about the miscarriage, I shouldn't have come to Thanksgiving and risk upsetting all the guests. She says she knows that I'm going through a lot and forgives me. Forgives her! Sorry. But she wanted to be honest about her feelings. Bitch. Okay. I was floored. I'm floored. You're floored. You probably were more floored than me. This is your life. But bitch, I'm floored. Sorry. I told my mother-in-law that I may have made some mistakes. No, you didn't, Bookie. You made nothing. Don't. Sorry. But all of this could have been avoided if she had followed through on her promise to keep the pregnancy private. I said she owed both my husband and me an apology. My mother-in-law asked if she would also apologize for making a scene at Thanksgiving. I didn't think I owed her an apology under the circumstances, and I expressed that clearly. She left in tears, and I said I was lashing out because of traumatic pregnancy. Bitch! And if she is. But she's not, though. She's actually being very reasonable. But if she was, sorry. My husband said I shouldn't apologize and also canceled our Christmas plans with his family. When I think my mother-in-law behaved poorly, part of me wants to apologize to diffuse the situation. I also know that this has been challenging for my mother-in-law as well, and we don't always react perfectly in these situations. I also feel badly, and I let my emotions get the better of me and put a damper on the evening. Am I the asshole for how I handled the situation, refusing to apologize when my mother-in-law's visit our home? No. I'm sorry. And yeah, we don't even have to talk about this. She's clearly not the asshole. Her mother-in-law sucks. Like, she sucks, and she's rude, and she's inconsiderate. And the audacity to blame her and want her to apologize for what? What is she apologizing for? For what? For getting mad at you for telling her business that she was not ready to be told? Like, you should be on your knees apologizing. I get that it's also her baby, her grandchild, and that's like can be sad to lose a grandchild before they got here, but for a mother that's been trying to have babies and she's continuously having miscarriages, for you to tell her business and then come tell her business to people that she was not ready to hear about it, then get mad that she didn't tell you first about the miscarriage, when she wouldn't even have to tell these people about the miscarriage if you didn't tell them in the first place that she lost her baby, and then come to her home to scrutinize her about why she shouldn't have done that at your house during Thanksgiving, when none of this could have happened if you would have just kept your mouth shut. You could have just been quiet. You didn't have to say anything. She's clearly, you are not the asshole, and your mother-in-law kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I understand that she's probably going through this emotionally, it's probably affecting her, but she's very selfish. Like, she's very unaware to your emotions. Some you're overreacting because you're going to a traumatic experience. And if you are, even though you're not, I think you're acting completely rational. For somebody that puts your business out there and you're not ready for that, you're acting better than me. At least you're acting better than me, because I would have crashed out. I'm all for crashing out. Crash out. Sorry. Let's move on to the next one, because I'm done with this. You're clearly not the asshole. I need one of those little gavels so we can, because you are not the asshole. Okay, next one is, am I the asshole for refusing to give my husband the cash I got back from a present he asked me to return? No. Sorry, but no. I'm keeping all the money that my husband gave me. The fuck? So, no. Sorry. For context, my husband, 46YO, got into a terrible cycling accident last year. He suffered from a punctured lung requiring a chest tube, 3 broken ribs, and a broken cervical. He spent 5 days in the hospital. It was really scary for all of us. He is finally back on the bike and training again. The kids and I worked really hard for his birthday present this year. We wanted it to be something to recognize how proud we were of him and getting back on the bike. It's important to mention that when we asked what he wanted for his birthday, he could tell us, I don't need anything. By we I mean me, because our kids, both under the age of 7, got him a Garmin Rivera, which is a bike rider and camera that provides a tail light visibility to approaching cars and notifies the bikers of approaching cars. Total cost was $500. We gave it to him last night and it was pretty obvious he did not want it. Okay, this morning he asked me to return it and I'm pissed about his ungrateful reaction, but another conversation. Later on today, he informed me that he will just take the $500 amount of his present instead. I told him hell no. He doesn't want the gift, fine, but I'm not giving him the money, especially with how ungrateful he was for the original gift. He's saying that I'm the asshole and that it's his gift and therefore his money. So am I the asshole for not giving my husband the cash that I'm getting back for returning the gift he didn't like? Clearly you're the asshole. Wait, y'all, give me a second. I'm back. I'm gonna take a little sip of my wine. Okay, so yeah. Clearly she's the asshole. I should not have prejudged. I should have not prejudged. This is why we listen, and everyone's innocent until proven guilty in the court of my law, because this is my court and I'm the judge, of course. And yeah, she's clearly a fucking asshole. What does she mean? If he didn't want the gift, okay, I personally like to give people gifts, and I would be sad if somebody didn't like my gift, but I would rather you tell me and like be honest with me, especially my husband. Like, baby, I sleep with you every night. Be honest with me. Tell me the truth. If you don't like the gift, and I'm gonna give you the money, because if that's what you would rather want, then give him the fucking money. Like, he don't want the gift. The fuck? You want him to lie? You want him to lie? Is it ungrateful to not like gifts? Because me personally, if I don't like a gift, I'd rather you return that shit and give me the money too. I don't know. Let's go to Reddit for this one, because I kind of need second opinions. What you guys think? Leave it down in the comment below. I definitely think she's the asshole, but do you think it's wrong for people to ask for the money for gifts? Leave it down in the comment below. Okay, so Reddit ain't talking about nothing. They just talking about like how he been doing since the cycling accident, which is a point that I didn't even get into. Like, girl, he clearly got in a cycle accident and suffering from injuries because of that. Like, of course he might not be ready to get back on the bike. That's scary. He just got into a cycling accident. Like, do you not know your husband at all, sweetie? I'm sorry, I think she's the asshole, and I feel like she's being unreasonable and selfish and considering and only thinking about her own feelings in the situation. And get his $500, girl. I would give him $500. Shoot, I want my $500 to her to give, especially if I didn't want it. Me personally, I probably would keep it to not make you feel bad. I don't know. Honestly, that's not true. I'm a liar, y'all. I'm very honest, especially with my partner. I would have told him I didn't want that shit, and he would have gave me that money. Cause I would have asked for it, and he would have given it to me. But he would have never got me nothing. But actually, no, he's got me shit that I haven't wanted before, and we have talked about it. Okay, let's get into another one. We're gonna do like 2 more of these. Let's do another Thanksgiving one since this is a couple days after Thanksgiving. We're talking about the holidays. Let's do another Thanksgiving one. Okay. Am I the asshole for walking out of Thanksgiving dinner because my ex-fiance showed up? Oh, this is editing Ariane right here. Unfortunately, this one was deleted off of Reddit, so I wasn't able to take a screenshot and edit it in, so just bear with me. I hope that I'm speaking clear enough so that you can read it and you can follow along. My bad if you're one of those people that need to read it to follow along. My bad. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I, 27S, ended my engagement to my ex-fiance, 29M, last year after catching him cheating on me with my coworker. It was humiliating and devastating experience. I thought I could rely on my family for support, but my mom, 55X, was oddly neutral about the whole thing. She said things like, everyone makes mistakes, and everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. I'm sorry. Hannah Montana just overtook me. Nobody's perfect. You live in your and do it again and again and again. Sorry, I was rewatching Hannah Montana and it's in my head. The queen of Disney, of course. Sorry. All hell Hannah Montana, the queen of Disney. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm really trying to remain an enigma. Like, I feel like that's the vibe I give, but in real life, I'm just really loud, awkward, and weird. Like, if you give me a chance to do the most, I'm gonna take it every single time. Like, in public, if you don't know me, I'm an introvert, but in real life, like, if you know me, I'm a fucking extrovert, and I'll take every chance to be an asshole. If you give me a chance to do the most, I'm gonna do the most, because why not? They like, Cash, you doing too much. I'm like, shut up, ho, you ain't doing enough. Okay. Let me read the in my dad. So if you also can tell, I have ADHD. And I be all over the place. Let me read what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Am I the asshole for walking out on Thanksgiving dinner because my ex-fiance showed up? I, 27F, ended my engagement to my ex-fiance, 29M, last year after catching him cheating on me with my coworker. Ooh. It was humiliating and devastating experience. I thought I could rely on my family for support, but my mom, 55X, F, was oddly neutral about the whole thing. She said things happen, everyone makes mistakes, and are you sure you weren't just overreacting? As if I didn't see the text and photos with my own eyes. Fast forward to this year, I moved on and am in a healthy relationship, loving relationship with my boyfriend, 28M. He's not wealthy like my ex, but he's loyal, kind, and hardworking. It's all that matters. Money does not matter in relationships. My mom, however, hasn't hidden her disapproval of him. She once told me he's nice, but he's not exactly husband material, is he? And made comments like, your ex could have provided you with a comfortable life. And I brushed it off because I know my mom can be superficial, and I didn't want to let it ruin our relationship. Thanksgiving rolls around, and I was excited to bring my boyfriend to meet the whole family. When we arrived, I immediately noticed a familiar car in the driveway. I thought, no, it can't be. But when we walked in, there was my ex sitting at the table, laughing with my siblings like nothing happened. My boyfriend looked at me confused, and I felt my stomach drop. I pulled my mom aside and asked what he was doing here. She said, oh, I invited him. He's practically family. I reminded her how much he hurt me and pointed out that I have brought my boyfriend. Her response, well, your boyfriend isn't exactly Thanksgiving material, is he? Your ex-fiance belongs here. She said it loud enough for my boyfriend to overhear. I was furious and I told her that if my ex did, we were leaving. She rolled her eyes and said, don't be dramatic. It's not like you're dating him. They get it out and get over it. At that point, I told my boyfriend we were leaving. My mom yelled after me, accusing me of ruining Thanksgiving and embarrassing her in front of them important guests. Now my friend, I'm sorry. Now my family is blowing up my phone. Some are saying I overreacted and should have just ignored my ex, while others are on my side, saying my mom was out of line. My mom, of course, is playing victim, claiming I humiliated her, and she only invited my ex because she thought it would be help heal old wounds. Was I being dramatic? Am I the asshole? No. No, you're not the asshole in my court. Your mom's the asshole, and she's tripping. First of all, when I said money don't matter in relationships, I didn't mean like money don't matter at all. But in the circumstance, like if you're both okay with it, you love your boyfriend for years, you should not see superficial and only see money. Like you guys can build together, y'all can work each other. Like if you see him fit and money doesn't matter to you, it should not be a priority to your mom. Like it's your relationship, it's your life. That's very crazy of her. And then to invite your ex and just ignore your drama, that just shows me that like she probably put up with a lot of stuff with your dad, and like now wants her reflecting and projecting on who she is to you and wanting you to be like that. And no, Bookie, you stand on business, and I say keep standing on business. You're not the asshole. Your mom is clearly the a-hole, and sometimes you just gotta make your own decisions. Like your family cannot make every decision for you. You're a grown woman. You're 29 years old. And your mom's a little toxic, just a little bit, because why would she invite your ex? Pick a side, Bookie. I thought it was loyalty. I thought it was loyalty. I thought it was family first. Why are you choosing this man? Come on. Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then the audacity for him to actually show up. Crash out. Because I would crash out on him. I would embarrass him. Because why would you even come to my house after you had the nerve to cheat on me with her coworker? Her coworker. Or his coworker. What'd she say? What'd she say? But his coworker. Oh, it's not your coworker. But anyway, yes. He had the audacity. Boy, I would embarrass you. I would embarrass her. I would, like, why? I mean, I wouldn't embarrass my mom because I have respect for my mom and I don't want to salvage that relationship. But you, on that other hand, I don't know if you want to be in this relationship with your mom because she's a little toxic, just a little bit. And your ex is crazy, because why is he here? They're the assholes, both of them. You're not the asshole. Next story. Where my gavel at? Once I get my gavel, y'all, I'm gonna get a gavel. Order in the court, okay? Your mom's the asshole. You're not the asshole. We sentence her to death. In GTA though. Not real life. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna go, cause sorry, that was a lot. I'm gonna tone it down. I'm gonna tone it down. That was even funny. I'm just feeling a lot. So, am I the asshole refusing to change my will after my brother asked for fairness for his kids? I, 36M, am unmarried with no kids, but I'm very close to my niece, 10F, and nephew, 8M. From my younger sister, Emma, 34F. I've been in their life since they were born, and I love them like they're my own. Over the years, I set aside a significant portion of my savings for them in my will, including some property I own, as I want them to have a good start in life. My older brother, Dave, 38M, recently found out about my will. He has 3 kids, 12M, 9F, and 7M. But to be honest, we're not close. He moved to another state years ago, and I only see his family once or twice a year. His kids are fine, but they don't have the same bond. When Dave learned I left most of my assets to Emma kids, he got upset and accused me of favoring them unfairly. He argued that since he has more kids, they need the money more, and splitting my estate equally among all 5 kids would be the right thing to do. I told him no. I explained that my money is mine to allocate and is going to the kids I have an actual relationship with. He called me selfish, and I said I was punishing his kids for circumstances beyond their control. My parents are now involved and think I should keep the peace by leaving something for Dave's kids. But Emma has my back and saying I'm doing nothing wrong. Am I an asshole for sticking to my decision? No, you're not the asshole for allocating your money and how you want to allocate it. Who the fuck Dave is feeling entitled enough to tell you how you finna split up your money? Like, you're not their parents, you're not their mom. Like, if you were the parent, that'll be a different circumstances. You are the aunt, and you know, you're allowed. I personally feel like if I'm the aunt, I'm the grandma. If that didn't come out my coochie, I'm allowed to have favorites. And if you have your favorites, you have people that you like more than others, and you have a relationship with. I personally don't think it's anything wrong with spending your money how you choose to spend your money and giving it to who you want to. You know, I can understand a little bit why his feelings would be hurt, because it's like, dang, you don't fuck with my kids. But I feel like if you feel like your kids are gonna be struggling, it's the entitlement that's really throwing me off. Like the fact that he feel like, no, you need to, you have to, because I said that you have to, because it's not fair. Like, why do you feel so entitled to somebody's money that's not yours? If you really genuinely feel like your kids are going to be not set up for the future, if they don't have any money left for them, then nigga, you go get in the field, you go work, you go make some money and hustle, so that you can leave your kids a nice chunk of money, so that they don't gotta even worry about her. They don't gotta worry about nothing about her. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. I do know, because this is my channel, and on my channel I'm always right, and you can't tell me otherwise. Girl. I think Dave is tripping. He's clearly the asshole. You guys, leave it down in the comments below and tell me what you guys think. Thank you so much for sitting in this video at CWA. Let me take a one more sip, last sip of my wine, just to end the video off strong. Come on, take a little sip, Ah, thank you. Look at the cup, it's so cute. I got your cup. Eliza, I got your cup. Okay, but yes, thank you guys for making this far in this video. If you like me and you think I'm kind of funny, kind of cute, you should definitely go down and subscribe. Please stay in tune for Gap Says December takeover. So many more videos coming from us. If you have not yet watched it, go watch the new podcast episode. We talk about Hollywood accountability, we talk about new beginnings, and just an update on where we're at in life. So yeah, go watch the new podcast episode and then stay tuned for so much more coming from us. Bye.